Mars like using that spell, that's not something like I recognize being like a very effective.
The only time I've seen it do anything was when I had this Mars at mid, and he was like doing okay, and he was like pushing the tier 2 at about 50 minutes into the game, and he had Bulwark active, and the enemy team pressed Fortify. And he didn't turn his Bulwark off, and he died in like 4 shots because the tower's multi-shotting, and he was taking like 80% of the projectile, 70% of the projectiles as damage, and he just straight up died. Like he just died, and he was like, "What?" He hadn't read the patch. He was like, "What? What happened? Why did I die?" It says I took like 900 damage from the tower, and like, I had to explain it to him, and he was like, "Oh, my bad." I was like, "That's alright, buddy." I think even if you had read the patch, you'd still be like, "What the hell?"
Yeah,
it's pretty funny.
I mean, these towers do so much damage now with the split shot. Like, it's actually insane.
Yeah, they just like kind of clear groups. I mean, I kind of like it though, because I think the old Fortify was kind of like, you keep your tower alive, but you don't debuff. So what's the point, right?
And they also buff the damage of the tier 2 and tier 3 towers, right? So they actually do way more damage.
Now, when are they going to give the Fountain split shot on True Strike? That's my question.
Doesn't it have like some kind of True Strike already? The Fountain?
It's got like 75% True Strike, I think.
Yeah,
so...
that's already huge. You already can't Fountain dive anymore.
I want more.
When I came back to Dota like some weeks ago, like the first thing I did was Fountain Dive, and I died. And I'm like, what the hell is this?
You spawned in, you ran down mid, you jump into the fountain, you're like, what? Why'd I die?
Well, the game ended in like 30 minutes, and I was like destroying. I was like playing Phantom Assassin or something, and then I couldn't tank the Fountain. I'm like, what's happening in this game?
Oh yeah, what do you think of the PA thing? Because there's been a bit of discussion about that. The PA.
It's so good. It's so good. PA was already a hero. Yeah, I think it's insane. I think this hero is actually so good.
So her changes were 20% cleave to 25% cleave at level 15. That obviously makes a talent which was sometimes picked like much better. Like 5% on cleave is pretty sick. Yeah. Plus 24% blur evasion at level 20 to plus 30% blur evasion at level 20. So that's pretty ridiculous. I mean, that's a 6% increase.
I mean, the level 25 talent was like insane. Like,
yeah, that's basically like what it was before.
Right. It's great, and you're gonna hit like level 30 like at some point anyway. You're gonna get all your talents. And you're gonna be absolutely amazing. Like that hero is so good in the league.
Yeah. And then the level 25. This was the interesting one because I changed it from plus 8% coup de grace chance right? to plus 100% coup de grace.
I'll take 100% any day.
Really?
I'll take 100. Yeah.
But
I don't care about
your overall DPS is like 20% less roughly, like 15% less roughly, right?
Yeah, but you want to burst people. You don't need to like.
You just want to troll support, so you just want to throw a dagger at the Dazzle and watch him get one shot.
Like,
you're
you
a
want to be able to
dude. You're an absolute
doing
sadist.
one Abyssal Blade, then like having to crit like 2 or 3 times. You know what I mean? Like in one Abyssal Blade, you get like 1 crit or 2 crits, whatever. Like the guy is gonna die.
Anyway, they've picked up every hero now, which we haven't even mentioned once. But since those first 2 picks, we've now had an Ogre Magi, a Lone Druid, and a Troll Warlord coming out. I see a lot of synergy going on with that Bloodlust between the Lone Druid's Bear and the Troll Warlord. A lot of carry on the side of Cyber Legacy as well. Meanwhile, Nova, they've gone for the Dark Widow, the Morphling, and the Queen of Pain. Just quickly round up these 2 drafts and tell me who you think is going to win.
I'm going to go with Cyber Legacy this game.
Cool. All right, that's it for the draft then, guys. We're just going to wait for the game to start now.
Yeah. So I mean the reason why. Let me go ahead and elaborate a little bit.
A little bit of elaboration.
Okay. Yeah. So the reason why they picked these heroes is I mean like you can see Lone Druid is going to be going to the alpha in this game, which is I didn't realize that's what's going to be happening, and then Bignum is going to be playing middle with his Mars, and this last pick Troll Warlord with his Diffusal Blade. I think it's going to be completely uncontested unless this Dark Willow somehow just like kills this troll like 2 or 3 times in this game in the early stages. If that doesn't happen and this troll just keeps farming and the Lone Druid and Mars just non-stop making space, I don't think there's anything that Team Nova is going to be able to do to this Troll Warlord. Like he's just going to be a monster with the Diffusal Blade.
My one concern does come from the fact that there's an opportunity for Cyber Legacy to just run. For the opportunity from Nova to just run over this. Like, if they win the laning phase, they have got heroes which can just crush the side of Cyber Legacy. If this Queen of Pain or this Morphling gets out of control... Like, let's have a look over towards... Yeah. They're putting Morphling mid versus Lone Druid.
versus the Lone Druid. I think that's gonna be rather tough for the Morphling. Especially in the first level. Like, this bear is just gonna keep running after you, right? And just keep hitting you. I don't think Morphling likes laning against Lone Druid. I'm not even sure if he has any experience playing Morphling versus Lone Druid. Like, if you... Okay, the thing about mid is very simple. If you've never played the matchup before, the chance of you losing the matchup is very, very high. Especially if both players are, like, of equal skill.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So, let's see, like, how this Morphling is gonna do in the mid lane. Because, like, I personally don't know how it will go, but I assume that Lone Druid will do extremely well here. And he's got an Orb of Venom to go as well. And Morphling has very low movement speed, 280 MS. I think Morph is one of the heroes that suffered a lot from when the stats change happened. Where, like, agility doesn't give you movement speed anymore, and, you know, strength doesn't give you all that. When they nerfed that thing, Morphling doesn't get a bunch of movement speed when he, you know, puts all this shift into agility.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that definitely is going to make a small difference to the hero for sure. I think, I don't know, I'm just a hardcore Lorinov fan now. After that last game, this guy can do no wrong. He's going to smash the lane. He's going to carry the second game for them.
Hold on. I forgot to mention something.
What's up?
This guy's Morphling level 24. He's almost a master tier Morphling.
Yeah, dude,
Of course he's played this matchup before. It's not even a question. This guy has, like, hundreds of Morphling games already.
Yeah, he probably knows what's about to happen in this middle lane. Meanwhile, but Shasho's a pretty hardcore drope, although only gold, but probably scrims a little bit more. Meanwhile, there's been some axes thrown, some spells thrown down at bottom here. Loki's
Happy to run. I guess he didn't want, like, Ignite to be dispelled by the Fortune's End there, so he just like, whatever. I'll just have naked. No skills whatsoever.
Yeah, he is still going to go for it. And actually, Loki's is maybe getting burnt down here. He pops that Bramble Maze to come forwards. Planto's trying to run him down. He's got the axes. Is it going to be enough damage? No, it's not, because there's a Fairy Fire coming out from the Willow just in time. Loki's times it right, and Planto's will get back empty-handed. But still a decent amount of damage done to the Willow. Going to force out the salve.
Mm-hmm. And Nova this game as well, like, they don't have that many melee heroes or, like, heroes who can go in the front line. They're literally trying to replicate the same kind of gameplay that they had in game 1, where they just want to, like, keep fighting nonstop with their heroes. Mm-hmm. And my concern this game is that nobody on Nova is going to buy any team items. Whereas, like, Cyber Legacy have, like, this clear path of, like, okay, Mars is going to get Vladimir's, he's going to get probably another team item. Phoenix will also buy, like, Vessel or something because he's fighting against Morphling. Even if there's an Oracle on the other team, I think you still need to buy a Vessel. And then you got, like, this Lone Druid and Troll who are just going to group up and take towers. So, like, like I said, Nova really got to get some good laning situation going in order to stay on par with Cyber Legacy this game in terms of draft.
What balance do you think the game is in right now in terms of importance on role? So how you know, if you had to put it percentage wise, would you say, like, maybe mid previously in the early days of Dota used to carry about, like, maybe 60% of the weight, and then you carry like 30% of the weight, and then your offlane used to carry maybe like 20% back then? What about now? Where are you putting the importance? Is it 33 33?
Yeah, it kind of feels that way, doesn't it? Like, every lane just matters so much. Like, if one lane falls apart, one lane loses, it's like all your lanes suffer from.
Yeah, they lose really hard, exactly.
Exactly, like every single lane was something. Like, one lane going, like, super bad for one team just essentially means that you're just gonna probably lose the game. Yeah, just based off that.
That's kind of one of the reasons why pubs feel a little bit kind of stompy right now, I think, to a lot of people, because you do get these just disastrous lanes. They don't kind of pub players, one of the things they do worst, I'd say, is damage control. When you look to a pro team, like, if someone starts, like, getting wrecked, you won't really see them, like, falling into a massive feed pattern where they're just dying over and over again if they're a core player. Support sometimes, yeah, but they're always dying in good ways. They're using their death. They're using the fact they don't have much worth to find a bonus to their team. Nice micro from the co-op on their curry there, but yeah. She's playing them. Happy. He's looking for this courier still, but he might have just led himself into a bit of a sticky situation in these trees. The Rebel Mace comes down, but the axe is coming down onto low keys. Never mind. I mean, this hero's just so tanky. Can he finish the job though? Needs one more axe and will find it. The axe comes through and the Willow goes down. Happy. I mean,
it's struggling. No losses whatsoever for this lad here.
The who, sorry?
The Queen of Pain, the Queen of Pain.
Oh yeah. She's only just getting on the board now, but there is a wave coming under her tower. But yeah, I mean, this is kind of brutal. I mean, I think Ogre is just kind of a showcase of how strong this hero can be in the right situations. Like, he's just running at them. They turn around, they're like, oh, we've caught the Ogre out. Let's drop our spells. Yeah, there's no way he can escape this, and he's just sitting there, you know, drool running down his face, snot running out his nose, just doing nothing, and he's just absorbing everything. The troll comes over, lobs some action, all of a sudden the Willow's dead instead. He's just so damn tanky. He just tanks everything.
I mean, Plantimos, like, in this game is, like, in his, I feel like he's, like, in his natural habitat now, you know? He's, like, playing a hero that can actually do something in the lane compared to the Naga Siren situation. So they're having a really good time in his bottom lane, and he feels like he's got that power in his hand to be able to actually punish him.
Meanwhile, up atop, you got Bignum on the Mars and King R on the Phoenix versus Just the on the Oracle and Space on his Ember Spirit. And this lane so far has been pretty evenly matched. The Mars pulling a little bit further ahead. It's down in the bottom lane again. It's going to be low keys going down in much the same way as the first way as I look over towards the Queen of Pain. She's got a blink though, so isn't in too much danger here. But Happy's just going to keep on chasing him down and throwing in these right clicks. Meanwhile, up at top, Bignum getting pretty low here. He just gonna straight up lose his life. He misses his spear, he misses just about everything, and gets beaten down. Doesn't have the bulwark and loses his life. He
well, on the bright side there,
yeah?
He does get to come back into lane with full everything, and the Ember has no mana. Oracle has like pretty much 100 mana left as well. So that is something, at least. Like, there's a lot of situations, especially in my pubs, where I'm playing safe lane, I kill the enemy offlaner, and he comes back and he destroys me instead. Even though, like, we're the ones who get first blood or something in that kill. It's mainly because of, like, resources and things like that. But he does get a bottle, though, space, so he's going to be able to be topped off at this point. So it's not super bad, I mean.
Meanwhile, Lorinov jumps in for that illusion rune to get it off Shashlo's hands there. And does grab that one for himself. But yeah, this middle lane going very, very well for Lorinov so far. Yeah, he's doing great.
So hard. Dude, he's owning so hard. He's got 8 denies against a lone druid. That's insane. And you know the thing about lone druids, like, they need all the XP they can possibly get, right?
Right.
This bear only
Loki's getting run down again in this bottom lane. Axe is coming out, but he's just getting burnt up by the ignite. But Palantimos, not particularly healthy either, but Pion can't really afford to jump forwards and finish off this kill at risk of dying himself, so has to stay back and can't really finish the job here. But both so low on HP. I mean, if he just had a little bit more mana, could jump in with a scream, get the 2 kills, but sadly, it will not be the case. But yeah, one thing I want to point out about this mid lane is, oh yeah, he got him. Fair enough.
Free everything. Sure. I mean, you gotta go back to base for free, right? And
yeah, I think
back.
He was gonna live, but Plantimos was just like, you know what, buddy? It's better if you die here. And he's like, take me.
Flask. Go die and bring me a flask. That's your job right now. That's what he did.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Sad old life for Happy, but at least we're not in the days when people used to just get to like half health and then be like, right, I'm gonna go suicide to a tower. See you later, boys.
Oh yeah, I remember those days. That was like the Skyrath mage days. He just comes to your lane, unloads all his mana, goes and dies at the tower, comes back, does the same thing like 4 times, and then is so miserable.
Yeah, it's glad those days were over. Glad they made it longer, but yeah, this mid lane. I mean, it's pretty easy to see how a Morphling can win this matchup, though, right? Because there's no burst, there's no real threat onto the Morphling, so he can just play around on max agi and then just kind of, as you see here, just give himself little bursts of strength whenever he needs it. You know, he's never really going below 20% HP, except obviously when he chooses to, like this. And it just becomes impossible for Shashlo to really do anything in this lane. He's
top lane space.
Space indeed. He is in some trouble, being burnt down. The heals coming through with the Purifying Flames, but they'll be able to run him down all the same with some right clicks. Meanwhile, Lorinov with the double damage rune just going to be able to easily control up this this middle lane now and get himself a decent amount of CS in the process. But honestly, this is fun to watch. Like, this guy's just like juggling his stats really nicely. He's not being static at all with this. He's just constantly bouncing around, keeping on as high agi as he possibly can. He's playing some damn nice Morphling so far.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at these guys' ranks here.
Oh dear, there's Willow once again in the spot. Although Plantimos not that healthy himself, but Loki's actually misses with the Shadow Realm hit. But doesn't really matter, Plantimos still going to lose his life to the Queen of Pain. They get the return kill onto Loki's, but not really worth it at all. And a laughter drawn out of lips from Loki's here as he does bring him down. Happy.
Oh, that's
that
huge.
Sure. Yeah.
Getting 12 kills early is so big. And actually, Plantimos is a rank 81 player in Europe. So... Sorry, not Plantimos, Lorinov. That's
Lorinov, right.
Yeah, Lorinov is a rank 81 player in Europe. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, we're feeling it. We're definitely feeling it.
Yeah, this guy, no wonder he's a freaking monster. Like, if you're in the top 100 ranks in Europe, like, that's huge. There's, like, so many players there, so many great players, many great teams as well. So, it makes all the sense in the world now, like, how this guy's Shadow Fiend was so good as well. And Plantimos bottom. Oh, gonna try and go on Pion, but Pion casually just blinks out. I mean, the last hits don't really show, like, it's an even lane, but I feel as if the longer this laning stage goes for Nova, they will get stronger. Like, the level 3 Shadow Strike is really annoying for Plantimos. And then the Dark Willow just does so much damage when she hits level 5.
Yeah, and level 5 with the extra damage from the Shadow Realm, level 6 with the Bedlammer then as well. It's pretty insane. Meanwhile, Happy, he's just going to get run down here. This is a very awkward death indeed as he just runs forward and gets bursted. Like, you can't really play like that into this lane.
Yeah, they were doing so well in their early laning stage, like bottom lane Cyber, but now I think the lane is super scary, and this Troll Warlord might actually consider going to a top lane or going straight into a jungle. And it's not even a bad idea to go into a jungle because you can start farming the neutral items, so, which is quite nice if you can get them for your team.
Yeah, Troll, not the best jungle farmer, but he's not bad at it. He's got the axes to spam out and just constantly keep bringing them down, and then he's got the Ogre Magi to throw him, and Bloodlust or 2, level 2 on that now, so yeah, it shouldn't be too bad for him, but definitely would like to try and stay in this lane as long as possible, but if the pressure continues, they might be able to force him out into that jungle area. Meanwhile, Morphling, just like last game, just completely getting ahead of himself. 74 to 17 is his CS right now. And Shashla keeps sending his bear over, but his bear is actually losing the trade versus the Morphling. He's just got, you know, this guy's got 21 armor. Your bear's not going to do anything to him.
Is it normal that Lone Druid doesn't have Savage Roar?
I don't know, I'm afraid. I'm not really a Lone Druid player myself, nor have I seen that many games Lone Druid being played. Not that popular hero right now. Meanwhile, up at top, they are actually going to get a cheeky kill onto King R here as Space and Justy run forward for it.
Oh, bottom 2, Plantimos. Uh-oh.
In some trouble, but does have the ultimate to turn it around and chops up low keys. And Pion, he really wants to stay here and finish the kill because he has got his burst, but unfortunately just cannot withstand the massive damage coming out from this Troll Warlord. But he really wants to try and grab for this one. He could scream the Ogre out of the way, but no, decides against it in the end. Ogre really going to try and go for the other one? No, I didn't think so. Pion's just going to walk past him, run up to the high ground and make sure he secures that bouncy rune.
Thanks, beauty.
Lorna playing this middle lane quite interesting here as well, as he's kind of taking the mid lane and then pushing out and then taking the medium camp and then actually taking the enemy's medium camp a couple of times as well. He's really being active and just kind of farming everywhere he can. Never has he been kind of looking around, looking for creeps, waiting for a creep wave to come in. Like, he's always got something to hit, which I think is
Dude, this guy is an
really
absolute
nice.
beast.
Yeah, he is.
Look at his last hits, man. He's almost got 100 last hits already. It's not like he's fighting against someone who's summoning, because he's just pushing out the waves, farming all the possible camps that he can. And I mean, the Lone Druid is farming just as much, but it's not even close, right? He's got like 30 last hits on this guy.
Yeah. Shashlo is not keeping up at all, and he's going to lose his tower. Look at this, he's trying to jump in for it. Doesn't get the last hit on the tower, though. A root comes out, but unfortunately has no burst damage. He's just going to keep on juggling the attributes, and there's nothing Shashlo can do about this. Lorna's just going to straight up survive this one, and then straight back down to full agi, and happy as a lamb to sit on a little bit of HP here. He's got that Morbid Mask to keep on healing himself up. Happy days.
Yeah, he's feeling great, especially taking the Lone Druid's tower. That is not something you normally see, where a Morphling just takes Lone Druid's tower by himself. No one has even rotated into this middle lane the entire game as well. So, very impressive. And as you can see, the Troll Warlord has moved to the top lane now. Bignum throwing his ult down.
comes Supernova over on head. Bignum is going to go down, though, in that top lane. The Supernova comes crashing on through, starting up the Oracle, but he got the false promise out onto himself just in time, and he's absolutely fine. Meanwhile, King Art throwing a couple of spells over the way of Pion. Pion, though, he's all right. He's going to throw a dagger back the way of Plantimos.
It's feeling kind of weird right now for Cyber. Like, I don't know if they have any idea of like where on the map they need to be anymore, because this Morphling is completely untouchable.
Yeah, well, they're going on bottom as the spear comes out onto Loki's, and they're chaining out quite nicely here. He's going to be able to get that Shadow Realm off, and even go in for the Bedlam into two heavily armored heroes here, so it's not making much of a difference. Meanwhile, Plantimos has died in response. Happy will be able to get a kill onto Loki's, but nearly goes down himself. But yeah, a huge return kill coming out from Nova as they kill off the Troll Warlord. I mean, this is the number one hero you want to bring down. This is the guy who's done all right from this laning phase, but he gets shoved down the net worth chart with that kill.
Yeah, that was a level 11 Morphling chasing a level 6 Troll Warlord. What do you think is going through Plantimos' mind when that was happening? Not very good thoughts, I would think.
Oh god, oh fuck, get me out. Something along those lines, probably.
And now they've lost 2 tier 1 towers. I think top tower is like the worst tower for Radiant to lose, because now they can't really take the enemy.
Not again, Plantimos, but the chains have come out onto him. They're chasing, they're keeping up with him. John's got to jump in forward, throws forward that dagger. He pops it on him, but just in time to keep himself alive. But will it do anything more than that? I'm not sure. Sun's going to come out from the Dark Willow. Nothing to be done about Bignum. Bignum comes in and throws down a nice arena. They might be able to grab themselves an Ember Spirit. Yeah, the space is going to die. They'll move across the Pion as well. The Queen of Pain in some trouble, losing her HP here. Shashlo gets a nice spear out and will finish the job. Meanwhile, in comes an even better fear onto 4 heroes, allowing Lorinov just get the free kill onto King R. And now he's still sticking around on this front lines here, but Cyber Legacy, they found themselves a bit of blood in the water, and they want to chase for a little bit more, but the stun's going to be thrown down onto Shashlo's bear, and I think that's going to be just about it from this gank.
Yeah, I mean, I think at the end of the day, Nova should be very happy with that situation, since they did kill the Troll Warlord once again, and they're just going to keep on going. They know the Mars ult's on cooldown. They don't got that big team fight.
They want the bear, and they know we'll just get him. Shashlo's bear going to get rooted up here. Space on top of it, doing the magic damage. The right-click damage will not be allowed to come in, though, as Happy throws down the stun, throws down the ignite, and Bloodlust the bear up as well, making sure he can get himself away. Nicely done by the Ogre Magi to protect that bear at all costs.
Arcane Rune chilling at bottom.
Yeah,
this is going to be another reason for Nova to keep on fighting against Cyber Legacy's lineup here. Yeah, I don't know, man. Dude, they're going after him again. They just keep hunting him. They're just never letting him farm for free whatsoever.
And why not? I mean, there's no other pressure on the map. There's nothing else for them to deal with this game. I think Cyber Legacy just aren't really making plays. Plantimos getting brought down. Meanwhile, Lorinov, I mean, they're trying to chase him, but it's doing nothing. Meanwhile, Plantimos will lose his life to the burst from Justly, and that's him dead again. Did actually have the ultimate, but didn't have a chance to get it out. Meanwhile, back in the jungle, they're turning around. They will be able to rip apart Loki's. They do have the damage for that, at least. But it's a very small trade. Not a good one, either. And this is the thing, right? These 4 heroes, I don't know if that's the best way for them to be playing. Like, do you think they should be trying to make plays elsewhere on the map rather than reacting actively to what Nova are doing and trying to get response kills?
I feel like they just need to group up with the Lone Druid, because he's got the Mask of Madness, he's kind of strong. Yeah, and just try to like take some towers with him. But I feel like the Lorinov being this strong, I don't think they've accounted for that whatsoever.
No, not at all.
Like, this Morphling is a freaking beast, and he's actually fighting with his team. He's got a Manta. It's 15 minutes in, he's got a Manta.
And a Morbid Mask. Yeah, this isn't just a Manta rush. This is a Morbid Mask into this item, and yeah, these just insanely farmed at this point. Meanwhile, in they go on to Shashlo. Shashlo's okay, but Supernova's going to come on over the top, trying to force back the side of Nova. Lorinov thought about going in for that Sun Run, but decided not to bother. Probably the right play here. Supernova wasted, basically, just to kind of try and keep Shashlo alive.
Here's Bignum into his side of the map. Oh man, that was so nice. Hello.
Alright, fair enough. They turn around though. Scream's been used onto King R here, and the stroke might might be enough to finish the job there with the sleight of fist. The move comes out as well, but Plansmos will be able to throw out the deny onto King Art just in time. Meanwhile, Lorinov, he's looking forward to this bear here, maybe looking for the real daddy, but the roar comes out, forcing him back, but space, he's looking, he's got the chains forwards onto Shashlo, Pion's on top of him as well, the right click's coming through thick and fast, and down goes that lone druid. It's a mega kill streak now for Lorinov, as he is doing what he wants, when he wants on this map. Being so enabled by his team as well.
My thanks will come later.
Yeah, I mean, Lopez trying to keep Cyber Legacy in the game there, but, you know, it ain't working out. Lorinov is just too hard of a carry to deal with, I think. This man, holy smokes. And he's going for the Scotty too. I think it's a really good pickup. It's going to slow down the troll, the bear, whatever lifesteal may come out from Mars later as well. That's going to be really nice.
And the troll's ulti as well, that lifesteal's not going to be nearly as effective with that Skadi 35% reduction on it as well. But yeah, I mean, massively, most importantly for the slow, I think, is the big one this game.
Yeah, and he's just going for the next tower bottom. They're going to take this tower too. All the tier 1s are dead now for Cyber. Like, they're not going to be able to have too much map control anymore after this. Oh, Shackle got caught
in the middle lane. They're trying to get down this lone druid, and they will be able to do so. They have the magic nukes. They don't even need their morphling anymore. The trading wheels are off, and Nova are just slapping them down time and time again.
Yeah, I mean, the gold lead is only 3k for Nova, but it just feels like it's like a 10k gold lead.
Yeah,
you know, mainly because the hero where all this farm is sitting on is the morphling, and the morphling is the last hero that you wanted being so fat in this game.
Well, don't say last hero. Cyber Legacy just kicked the poor guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, struggling to readjust right now, Cyber Legacy. They're in a strange place, and yeah, Nova definitely pulling it together and using this time of kind of chaos inside the region to get their names out there and get themselves a cheeky win here. And I think definitely, you know, I'm going to be showing a lot more respect to this Nova team when we look through this draft from now on, because, you know, previously I kind of just didn't really expect much from them, but they're proving what they can do in this series, that's for sure. Smacking them down.
I mean, this guy, this level 24 Morphling guy is like, he's just crazy. His Shadow Fiend was so impressive too. He just does so well in this 1v1 matchups, and I guess like in the future, if somebody does play Nova, they gotta consider like poking at this guy in the mid lane and try to annoy him instead of just giving him a straight up 1v1, because that's exactly what he excels at, is what it feels like.
Yeah, in these two games, it's definitely looked good for him, but has had pretty good matchups in these games, you got to say. You know, like the Shadow Fiend Ember, you got to love it. Morphling into Lone Druid, you know, no burst damage, so Morphling just sit at full agi in life is pretty good for a good Morphling player.
Yeah, I was completely wrong about the matchup with the Lone Druid Morphling. Morphling is just way too good of a hero. Like, it just doesn't care about this Lone Druid bear whatsoever. You're right.
Setting up for something now. Both teams kind of gathering in this area. Maybe Cyber Legacy have been scared out as Happy's going to get daggered up. Now chains out onto this Ogre Magi as well. He's going to turn around with a stun onto the Ember Spirit. Meanwhile, they go in with the big arena onto through the backline, but in comes the Scream, forcing them back. Supernova coming out in time. Is it going to do enough damage? Not really. Lorinov still totally fine. They're trying to finish off the egg here. Will be able to do so. Meanwhile, Plantimos has to pop that on in the backlines. Just getting a kill onto the Dark Willow, but he's got so little HP. With that Spirit Balance on him, he's just going to get taken down the moment he comes out the other side, and Lorinov still completely fine as he jumps on forwards here, looking for the big kill. Stun up onto the high ground from Happy Durarara. Meanwhile, the backline's big, coming and wrapping down from behind. Going to get himself out of this one, but unfortunately Justin won't be so lucky, but they get the return kill onto Happy Durarara, and now they have the root up onto the Ember Spirit, but unfortunately there's just not enough damage coming out from this Lone Druid. No threat at all for this Ember as he's going to TP himself away, and that fight just does not go well for Cyber Legacy. They just don't have the resources for these fights to go well for them, and this, you know, this Spirit Vessel completely counters what the Troll wants to do.
Dude, this is... That was such a good Mars ult too, and if that Phoenix Egg could have went off somehow in that fight, I think Nova, like everybody on Nova would have died there. But unfortunately, Lorinov knew exactly what he had to do in the fight. He waveformed in, you know, he was not affected by any fire spirits whatsoever, took out that egg, and the fight just turned around so fast, and Nova was just able to kill off like pretty much most of the important heroes, right? Like, I don't feel like Nova lost anything of value in the last fight.
No, exactly. And You know, the egg, I think it was just about inside the arena, which isn't ideal. You generally want that arena to block the projectiles and stop the egg being taken down, but at the same time, I'm not sure it would have made a difference. I mean, the Morphling still had a free time to just be able to go in and take it down, so... I don't know. I mean, I would have liked to see it on the other side of the arena, I guess, but I still think it dies either way. This Morphling just had his crosshairs set on this supernova, and if that happens, it's just not getting off. Into Roshan we shall go.
Yeah, for sure. And this is exactly what Nova wants. Get this Aegis and pretty much walk into the high ground. They've taken every tier 2 tower as well already. It's 21 minutes in. This team is playing as if like enemy is just bots, you know? He's going one objective after the other, and it just feels like none of the cores on Nova can even die. They're so elusive, right? They have all ways to escape from the fights, and they all have ways to get out of the arena as well.
Yeah, they absolutely do. It's really, really hard for them to play the game they want to play right now, Cyber Legacy. I feel like it's just kind of a waiting game. Is there any situation, any team fight that Nova can take? That Cyber Legacy can take to get themselves back in?
For sure. Like, they need to get Mars to get Spear Arena combo on one of the cores to start off, and it can be Morphling. This Morphling has Aegis, or the Morphling will just have too much HP, you can't kill it. So it's got to be either the Ember or the Queen of Pain. Now, if they can kill someone like that off, and all of a sudden the Troll Warlord and the Lone Druid end up on the backline of Nova, can kill like Oracle or Dark Willow, then all of a sudden 2 heroes are just going to be dead like that at the start of the fight, which is definitely possible. So I think that's exactly what they need to plan in this next fight, and they're going to have to defend this high ground no matter what. They can't just split push. Even if Lone Druid can take towers extremely fast, it's not going to be fast enough compared to this Morphling.
No, this Morphling is...
Oh, here comes the smoke. Here it is. Here's the play.
Alrighty, boys. Cyber Legacy, let's go. Going for the wraparound. The series now in their hands. Can they do it? The question on everybody's minds. Mothers, children, wait with bated breath. They found Pion on the backlines. The ping's coming out. They know they're here. The smokers pop. They're going to jump in. They're looking towards the Ember Spirit, but he jumps himself away. Oh dear, it's a pretty disastrous engagement here. They haven't found their points of engagement. And look at this supernova. I mean, it's just an egg ready to be cracked, and they're going to do exactly that. And now with scrambled egg in their bellies, they're coming forward for more. Bignum is already taken out of the equation. What the fuck is happening to Troll? What the... God. Oh, they lost, dudes. They lost. It's over. Look at that. They even had time to put a copy paste in the old chat. Still fighting into the Ember Spirit. Lord of getting a little bit low here, and they have actually lost the Ember. My bad. My bad. They catch out space there with a pretty nice little root coming out from the Lone Druid. Might not be over yet, guys.
They're still up.
They're still up. There's still a hope. My bad. I take it all back. Cyber Legacy still in the game. Let's go. We're not done yet, kids, but they still have this. They still have the Aegis. You know, Morphling, he got a little bit impatient there. His courier died before. Just got caught out when they did that little wraparoundy. They got it with the God's Rebuke, but yeah, Morphling's still holding on to the double ultimate orb. He didn't want to wait for his scat. He probably should have waited for his scat. Never pays the price, but yeah, I mean, they get the chance to reset. The fact that the troll died there, I think, is pretty key, though. I mean, with the fact that Plantimos just keeps on dying, it's kind of rough.
Yeah, this troll just had to have like amazing farm in this game, and I think Nova reading that so well and just keep chasing him around the map non-stop has been pretty much the key to their success.
It's the thread they had to pull on to undo the whole jumper.
Right.
And now Cyber Legacy, they find themselves, you know, maybe a pair of underwear in that last fight, but they're still a long way off from a full set of clothes. Meanwhile, Nova, they're rocking out with gold chains. They're step out their limo, decked top to bottom in Gucci or whatever's popular now, a different unnamed designer brand.
Oh
no, not Palantimos, please, not Palantimos. They're trying to help him out. Happy Durara throwing in some spells, trying to give him the space he needs to get out, but Troll Warlord, he is being controlled up there, and they are just going to quickly kill off Happy Durara, and they're looking forward towards this Troll. And Troll, he doesn't really have an exit strategy. He's not even going to pop the ultimate. Just get that cooldown going on your death as quickly as possible. The sooner I die, the better it will be. But look at Shashlo here. He's up in the top lane, you know, he's taking this tower. Yeah, they're pushing it out.
Oh, they forced out the glyph. This is exactly what they want. They want that glyph gone so they can just walk back in there, and now they know that if these racks get low, they cannot be saved. No team fight is going to break out. And Palantimos is not going to buy back here, right? He's got 20 seconds left. It just doesn't feel good if you had to buy back here. I think Gambit, or sorry, Gambit. I just look at Shackles, and Shackles is doing exactly what he should be doing, just quick pushing and trying to bring people back. He's got to buy time for his team. He just got to buy time for his team to get more farm, especially wait for Troll to get this BKB going. I think if he gets BKB, there's still some hope that he can kill Morphling, maybe? You know, burn all his mana.
Yeah, twice in a row with Aegis. Oh, Aegis timed out. Yeah, true. They got to wait 30 seconds, and meanwhile, Lorinov is using this time as best he can, but they're going to be able to get them up. He's stuck inside the Agi ship, but no, the false promise comes out. Meanwhile, Bignum tries to go for the big arena in the backlands. They've caught 5 heroes inside of it, but where is that egg? It's miles away. That egg's on another planet, although it does look like Morphling is going to lose his life. And now Shashlo rooting up the Ember Spirit. He's got the Ember Spirit again. Ember needs to get himself out, but he gets rooted up and beaten down. The Ember is dead for a second time around. Meanwhile, Plantimos yeeting into this fight right now, but they maybe have Lorinov. He needs to morph himself up. He's got the BKB, though. He's got the ability to give himself the strength and turn this one around. They've killed off the Troll. They've killed off the Mars, and now Cyber Legacy have to get themselves up onto the high ground. A plethora of different players playing for this team right now. They hold a little bit, but unfortunately the Morphling, he's getting healed up. He's got to come straight back in on this one.
Dude, where did this Black King bar come from? All of a sudden, this Morphling is a Black King bar as well. He's so enormous.
Sick multicast,
is he gonna die here?
Sick multicast. He's healing up with that Morbid Mask doing its job. Genuinely thought he had some kind of other lifesteal there. I was like, did he just pull out a Satanic as well?
Man, he almost died there, like, in the last fight. If that Black King bar did not get dropped off by the courier, like, I think Cyber were definitely going to be back in this game after a play like that.
Yeah.
But we can see, like, the Raxons haven't fallen yet. Aegis is gone. Right?
Right?
I see it. I see it. I can see it. I can see the lines here for a comeback. That's for sure.
What does Gaben think? Oh, Gaben agrees. He said 16%. 22%. Oh my goodness. They're coming back at this rate.
Yeah.
They have a chance, Cyber Legacy. But the smoke comes out. Spear gonna clip a Bignum with a blink away. Quick reactions. They can call him Big Finger Bignum for nothing, but unfortunately they're now running out this high ground. Lorinov just sitting here, but he's going to get stunned up. Sunray's out on top of him, but in comes a Fear. They've got Palantimos locked down, dead to rights. No chance of fighting this one. Ogre going to follow him to the grave just as promptly. Meanwhile, they'll finish off that bear, and now look forward towards Shashlo here. Shashlo trying to run himself away or run himself in, going for that Fear, going for the TP out. Did he get the road? No, he did not. The root comes out onto him, and he is dead as well. That is 3 heroes gone on the side of Cyber Legacy. The doors to the base wide open. Come on in, boys. Push those creeps in and get yourselves some buildings.
Yikes. That one was a big yikes.
Yeah, that was the Fear onto the Troll is what we need to see. Where is this BKB? The Troll, he's just so poor. He's a peasant. He's a little urchin on the street begging for a BKB. Please, sir.
This Morphling, man. He's got more than twice the net worth of Troll Warlord. I don't know. Wait, you're telling me that Cyber Legacy kicked this Morphling player?
No, they did not kick this Morphling player. I've never seen this Morphling player before. This guy's just come out of nowhere, and he's made a lot of fans, well, a couple of fans today, maybe.
Yo, I don't know, man.
He's made 2 at least, I think.
He's actually insane. Like, his spellcasting has been great. His laning was incredible. His farming patterns was also awesome. And he just leads the way for his team. Like, he has no fear whatsoever. Like, he will just wave in and tank for his team if he needs to. And I've seen him do it multiple times in this game already. This guy is actually... He's something else.
I'm now completely ready for him to throw the game in the most spectacular fashion and put into action the caster's curse. Like, you just doomed this guy to make the most ridiculous play we've ever seen.
But Lorinov is good enough that he's not gonna throw this game even with caster's curse on.
All right, let's do it. Let's double down. Lorinov's amazing. This guy's an actual god. I want to see if this will work. Can we all channel? I want all the chat to talk about good stuff about Lorinov here and see if we can get him to curse him into oblivion and see if we can get him to throw this game somehow. He's got such a big net worth lead. There's no way they lose this one. There's no way this Morphling is going to throw this game. It's just not possible.
He's got 20 seconds cooldown on his Black Game card. He's an Oracle with a false promise. I think he's good. I think he's good.
You think he's good? Underestimating the curse.
To see... I mean, I didn't break a sweat. Easy. Lorinov, you believe it. And he's about to finish a freaking Satanic, man. This guy is... Oh my god.
Satanic
He's farming
plus
at like,
the Titan Sliver as
dude,
well.
he's been farming at 1,000 gold a minute for like the last 10
Seriously?
minutes. Like,
Oh, right, last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. I was checking that. I was like, that can't be true. I'm going to call it out here, but last 10 minutes. All right, fine.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
he
still,
is
it's-
huge.
considering how much he's been
big
fighting this game and how many team fights, you know, they've had 26 kills and the guy's still rocking a 714 GPM. Like, unless you got a bounty hunter in your team, that's like a very alien GPM to be keeping up. You know, this is something you see on heroes which have like farming capabilities and just kind of spend the whole game hitting the jungle, or in previous patches when kills gave a lot more, but not this patch. But hey, he's still making it work, Lorinov.
Well, what's his score like between last game and this game combined?
I don't know, like
That's that one.
about 100
Like,
to
this
0
guy-
sounds right.
Jeez, man. Satanic is complete now. All he's got left is to replace that
What the
Wraith.
heck? I don't know what happened down here. But Phoenix just loses his life. They're trying to get the return kill onto Ember, but unfortunately, Bignum, he's all alone in space. He's trying to turn this one around. He's still fighting into Bignum here. I don't know if he's fighting or just playing. He's got a Remnant up, and he does get that arena down.
Oh, happy!
Ooh.
Trying to get that gank going.
Oh, he got interrupted by the creep.
Oh,
Tip the
he
creep.
almost. I mean, if he could have, if he could have like multicasted there, he could have definitely killed the Ember. But
Yeah, that would have been sick.
there it is, the assault into the base.
Yep.
Another glyph being used, but this time the Raxes will not be able to stand.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
Lauren, I've definitely feeling pretty confident. It doesn't seem like there's many ways in which he can go down. As we've discussed. As we're discussing here. Okay, stun comes out, spear, throwing him down to the low ground. That's one way to stop him. Just get him out of the base. But unfortunately,
Yeah, he's got a Satanic, a Titan Sliver, and an Oracle sitting behind
he's
him.
going in. He's popping that BKB. He's going on to Bignum right now. Bignum doesn't have much of a chance here. He's just going to get his life lost. Meanwhile, Balansimo's trying to fight into this Morphling. He's losing this one. Beeman pops the ultimate to try and bring down this Morph, but Morph, he's absolutely fine. And Ed comes down to the back lines, but it's just going to boil quietly by itself, doing absolutely nothing. Space, he, ooh, okay, interesting from him, but they do get the return kill to Plantamos, so I guess not that bad. Did look a bit strange, but nonetheless.
I'm just gonna go right back in there, right? He just wanted to run away from the troll ultimate there and then reset, but I think Ember a little bit too aggressive.
A little bit. I know you could tell what he wanted to do. He wanted to bait out that that troll warlord, but unfortunately, yeah, a little bit carried away. But it doesn't really matter. Everyone on the side of Nova, they're just so strong. They're taking every melee barracks now, and Bignum's just gonna call it. He's respawned and he's done. He just throws down the G to the G. Game number 2 goes away at Nova. They tear apart this series. Lorinov tears apart this series. He doesn't just beat us. He doesn't just beat Cyber Legacy, but he beats the casters.